Can we make new highs if tech doesn't resume its leadership role in anywhere close to the degree that it had?
As long as tech is a market perform, if tech actually declines, that's going to be hard for the rest of the S&P 500 to compensate. But what we've seen so far, including days like Nvidia and Tesla recently, is that tech is actually holding its own, but other stocks are starting to show catalysts and signs of life.
Yeah. What about the broadening trade? I mean, look, you look at the Russell, your big call, of course. Week to date's down more than 1%. Really hasn't done much at all. I kept hearing, hey, you got to wait till the Fed cuts. Then you go into the Russell. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, Russell had a big week last week. It's some profit taking now. But I think that there's, this is what bottoms look like. I don't think bottoms are straight up. I know in 2021, energy was bottoming, and it was also very choppy, but eventually made not only new highs, but then basically had a blistering gain in 2020, in the year following. So I think that's a multi-year start for the Russell. It feels choppy, but we're still near all-time highs, and there's a big fundamental case to own small caps.
And you're still not necessarily sticking with the 50% up for small caps, but you still think they could have a huge move because they tend to move quickly.
That's right. I think what investors have to remember is small caps have been out of favor a long time, and they are known for having explosive rallies that are not abnormal. So last year was a 27% rally over really 20 trading days. I think we could see something very big between now and year end. I was hoping it would be after the Fed started the rate easing cycle, but maybe it really has to happen after Election Day. But are the fundamentals getting stronger for small caps? Absolutely, because interest rates are falling, merger activity likely picks up, and the median PE of a Russell 2000 stock is 10 times, 10.7 times. I mean, that's not demanding, especially if we're trying to be sensitive to valuation.
All right.
Breaking news in the stock market, and it's electrifying. Nvidia, a titan in the AI revolution, is making waves with its groundbreaking technology, and the buzz is impossible to ignore. With their recent unveiling of the game-changing Blackwell AI chip, Nvidia's stock has skyrocketed, sparking intrigue and drawing investors like moths to a flame. But that's not all. Giants like Alphabet, Amazon, and Microsoft have already lined up to incorporate Nvidia's latest innovation. However, the headlines have also whispered about potential export restrictions by the US, causing a ripple in the market. Will this be just a blip in Nvidia's onward march, or could it signal a deeper impact? Stick around as we dive into the fascinating confluence of cutting-edge technology and fluctuating stock fortunes, starring companies that are shaping tomorrow's digital landscape today. Welcome back, everyone, to Investocracy.
All right, let's stick with the chips and talk about Nvidia, because Nvidia right now coming off a fresh record high. You can see in the pre-market, at least, off just about 0.7%. Yahoo Finance's Jared Blickery is here with a breakdown of what the technicals are telling us. Jared.
Thank you, Shauna. Indeed, we did get that record closing high yesterday. Still don't have a record intraday high, but I wanted to show you what's happened over the last month. We've got this really nice liftoff since basically the end of September, but we're still within a very large trading range. And this goes back 5 or 6 months, depending on how you slice and dice it, but we are right there back at the Rubicon. I would strongly suspect that we managed to get another intraday high, record high. But the question is, are we going to have a false breakout? Because that's on a lot of traders' minds. It's something that really hasn't happened with Nvidia in a long time. Happens with Bitcoin all the time, but it's a possibility. So if I put a 3-year chart on, we can see that there have been several instances of consolidation. In 2023, that was 6 or 7 months, the entire back half of the year. It didn't take off again until 2024. So we've seen this before, and traders are just trying to ascertain, all right, are we going to be able to punch through and maintain that momentum? Well, things are looking pretty good for some of the broader indices here. I'm going to show you the NASDAQ 100, and here's the NASDAQ 100 year to date. It's not quite at a record high just yet, but here's the NASDAQ 100 equal weight. It just notched a record high yesterday, along with the S&P 500 equal weight. So my point is, we have a lot of momentum to the upside and a lot of breadth. I think it would be uncharacteristic to have Nvidia sucker traders in only to have it go down, but we have seen that happen before. And I guess the difference being that Nvidia has always resolved to the upside. So eventually there's going to be a fake out that kind of catches traders. But you did mention in the intro that Nvidia is about to overtake Apple, and I just wanted to show those numbers for you. I'm going to put market cap. This is the NASDAQ 100. Here's Apple, $3.516 trillion, and here's Nvidia sitting at $3.386 trillion. Guys?
All right, Yahoo Finance's own Jared Blickry. Jared, thanks so much. Appreciate the technical breakdown there on NVDA.
Let's unpack the whirlwind journey of Nvidia, a colossus that straddles the tectonic plates of AI and innovation. Over the past several months, Nvidia's stock trajectory has resembled a roller coaster, zigzagging with gusto. Their crown jewel, the revolutionary Blackwell AI chip, sent a bolt of excitement through the financial markets. As CEO Jensen Huang aptly put it, the demand for Blackwell is simply insane. This sentiment was mere embellishment. The chip can operate large language models with staggering cost and energy efficiency, outperforming its predecessor, the Hopper platform. It's no wonder Alphabet, Amazon, and Meta platforms, among others, were quick to integrate Blackwell into their infrastructure. This strategic alignment isn't just about tech compatibility, it's about future-proofing in an age dictated by AI advances. Let's pause here for a touch of humor. If stocks were students, Nvidia would be the kid who aced every exam but still managed to surprise everyone with an even higher test score when you thought you'd seen it all. Beyond the direct customers, Nvidia's stock trajectory has captivated Wall Street's finest. Analysts have projected an average 12-month price target increase of nearly 14%, with one daring optimist predicting a whopping 55% uptick. Why the unflagging optimism? Simply put, Nvidia's dominance in the AI chip market is as unmatched as it is unrivaled. It's like the heavyweight champion of the tech world, with its GPU prowess leading many to dub it the gold standard of AI training and deployment. But before we go any further, if you want to keep up with Nvidia's latest updates and keep up with the stock market's latest news, you can follow our Twitter account. We post multiple times daily about the biggest changes and catalysts in the market, so click the follow button if you don't want to miss the newest market updates.
$1 trillion market cap. I mean, that's a huge statement to make. What's the thesis behind that for Nvidia hitting that level?
I mean, look, you have $1 trillion of AI-driven capex. They're the only game in town. Numbers, we believe, go up significantly higher. I think the street's still underestimating in terms of what ultimate demand looks like here. And I think as this all plays out, it is not an expensive stock. And I think when you look next 6-12 months, not just about Nvidia, but I think rest of tech, we believe tech could be up 25-30% over the next year.
Can AMD catch up at all to Nvidia?
Look, Lisa Su, you never bet against her. I mean, they will be a clear beneficiary in terms of on the chip side. I mean, a lot of that we won't see probably for another 18 months. But I don't believe a lot of that AI is being built into AMD. I think AMD is going to be a clear beneficiary. And look, this is a big enough ocean for more than two boats. I mean, we are seeing a 1995, almost 1996 moment, but this is not a 1999 tech bubble moment. And I think that's why a lot of the bears are going back into hibernation mode.
Market analysts such as Joseph Moore from Morgan Stanley have solidified Nvidia's status as a long-term investment sweetheart, citing the sold-out status of Blackwell GPUs as a harbinger of enduring success. Nvidia, under the astute leadership of Jensen Huang, is not merely riding the AI wave, it's actively shaping it. The digits back it up. Reportables from Nvidia's fiscal quarters showcase soaring revenues, with the second quarter alone registering a 122% leap due to AI chip demand. Nvidia's unique leverage lies not just in cutting-edge hardware, but also in its comprehensive ecosystem, an accelerated computing company with the capacity to transform data centers in profound ways. A decade-long legacy of GPU programming innovation has cemented its dominance, boasting an enviable 98% market share in data center GPUs. Yet, amidst the accolades and achievements, a shadow looms in the form of potential U.S. export restrictions on advanced AI chips to select Middle Eastern nations. Bloomberg's revelation injected a bout of uncertainty. Still, market experts generally view this as a transient hiccup rather than a derailment of Nvidia's overall momentum. This cautious outlook is shared even though Nvidia's valuation might incite a pause for investors given its nuances of volatility. Nevertheless, there remains an undeniable allure to NVDA, as reflected in the positive sentiment on Wall Street. In juxtaposition with Nvidia lies ARM Holdings, another semiconductor stalwart. However, despite ARM's impressive gains and influential market position, Wall Street analysts exude confidence in Nvidia's upward trajectory more so than ARM. But before going any further, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. These videos take a lot of effort and time to make. So if you enjoyed them, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in helping us grow. That said, back to the video.
A while ago, we spoke about NVIDIA, and you had said that it would be something that you held for years. And ever since then, you held it for a while, but more recently, you've been selling it off. How much do you have left of it, and why have you been selling? Can you see yourself getting back into it again?
I've made so many mistakes in my investment career. One of them was I sold all my NVIDIA, probably in somewhere between 800 and 950. I think it's 1,300 on that stock now.
You own none today? I
own none, and I own none the last 400 points. It was a big mistake. In terms of AI, and by the way, when I saw you at that conference, which was 18 months ago, I fully expected to own it for years, but I think it was 300 and change. And as I also said at a media interview, I'm not Warren Buffett. So I thought I was going to, but what changed is it tripled in a year, and I thought the valuation was rich. We are big long-term believers in AI, and there's still many ways we're playing AI, particularly the infrastructure that's been built out to support the power needed. And yes, I think NVIDIA is a wonderful company, and were the price to come down, we'd get involved again. But right now, I'm licking my wounds from a bad sale there.
In conclusion, Nvidia's rise is more than just a fleeting headline or a stock ticker anomaly. It's a testament to the transformative power of AI and technology. With a clear pathway for growth, grounded in its unparalleled AI chipset infrastructure, Nvidia presents a formidable case for investors. The forecasts speak for themselves, with reports projecting substantial earnings growth. Prêt à appuyer the future rise in Nvidia stock. Where does Nvidia stand now, you ask? Firmly at the forefront, exuding both raw potential and proven capability. Surpassing its competitors, it's positioned to capture the lion's share of a burgeoning AI market. Surely the fervor for Nvidia isn't just market chatter, it's reflected in its robust fundamentals and strategic acquisitions. Before wrapping up, let's pivot to you, the viewer. What are your thoughts on Nvidia's strategic moves and market prospects? Is Nvidia's stock a must-have in your portfolio, or would you wait out the volatility? Share your insights and join the conversation. Because in the ever-evolving world of stock trading, your perspective is just as captivating as the latest ticker. And finally, if you would like to know what companies like Nvidia have been up to these past few days, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen.